Hi guys, so today I will be doing a blackhead removal DIY video for you guys, just to show you guys how I do this at home without, going out and buying products just to do that. So as you guys can see, I have quite a few blackheads there and they look pretty gross. So what we're going to need is a hot washcloth and a washcloth in some cold water, some Elmer's glue that's non-toxic, and some tissue paper. And this will be the first way, okay? Alright, so what you're going to want to do with the hot towel that's steaming, just put it on top of your nose area and push it down to the areas where you have the blackheads. So this way it can open up the pores, making it easier for the glue to adhere to that area so it could pull off the blackheads. Alright, it's going to take a couple of minutes, maybe about 2 minutes. Just check to make sure and see if your pores are open. If they're not, just put it back on there, and then once you're done, you guys notice my face looks a little pink around that area, a little kind of swollen. My pores are open. So now with the glue, I'm gonna add some onto my finger, and I'm just gonna rub it over my nose very quickly. Very thin layer will do the trick. I actually put a little bit more into the crease part of the nose, but a thin layer will do it. Once that's done with, get your Kleenex or toilet paper or tissue paper, and you're just going to rip it into a small piece and then press it down onto your nose, and make sure to press it into the creases by your nose area. Just press it down really good. And since I have a nose ring, I have to make sure it goes around it too, because sometimes I get blackheads there too. Alright? So once it's on there, you can try to rip off any excess pieces. I know it looks ridiculous, but don't worry, okay? Alright, once you're done ripping off all the unnecessary pieces, you're just going to have to wait till that dries, okay? Make sure you do this when no one's home so they don't laugh at you or anything. Alright, so now we're just gonna wait. And another tip, if you get whiteheads around your mouth area, you can use the same technique and it will remove them very quickly, you guys. Same thing, and just rip them off, okay? Now that it's dry, I'm just going to rip it off. It only took about 5 to 8 minutes. I'm just going to rip it off. And I'm just going to check it out to make sure all the blackheads came out. And it did a pretty good job, not as good as I wanted it to be. As you guys can see, it did a pretty good job. So here's the second technique. You're going to need an egg, and you're going to only use the egg white. You take it, put it in a bowl, and you kind of mix it around, and then use a brush to brush on the egg whites. Use the same technique to open up your pores in the beginning, and then brush on the egg whites. Alright, now that you have a nice coat on there, go in with the same tissue technique, break off a piece and just put it onto your nose and push it in to your nose area. Make sure it gets into the creases and press it down, and you're just going to have to wait till it dries, okay? If you're allergic to egg, do not do this, okay? Make sure you do a patch test for the glue method and for this method, just so you guys don't get any allergic reactions. So as you guys can see, I'm going over the tissue paper with some more egg whites, and this is just gonna make it harder. Okay, it's kind of creating like a little cast over my nose area. and I'm just going to fold over the excess pieces of tissue on top of it. Make sure you get into those creases to get those blackheads out. Alright, so I'm just going to stick down everything. This is some true love if I'm doing this on camera for you guys. Alright, now we got that together on the nose. We're just going to have to wait and let that dry. And this will take about 5 to 10 minutes. Alright, once it's dry, just rip it off. All of it didn't come off, which really didn't help in this video, but it usually all comes off. Alright, so just rip it off. And you should have better results with this technique, because I find as though that the egg whites get a lot harder when they're dry. Alright, so I'm just going to wipe it off with the warm cloth, so make sure I get all that egg off my face. Egg off my face, that is fine. Just wipe it all off. And just, make sure you get it all off there. And you can use this for the sides of the mouth too. Alright, so as you guys can see, less blackheads, which is much better than the first time. The first time will be good if you get like a light amount of blackheads, okay? So now we have to close our pores. This is where the cold water and the ice water comes in. Just hold that onto your nose for a good 2 to 5 minutes just to close your pores up. Make sure to check it, okay? Once you see that it's closed up, we're done. And that is it for this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this DIY. I'll see you very soon. Make sure to give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and comment any suggestions you guys have about removing blackheads down below. Love you guys. Bye.